Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It's Friday, so that means it's time for some FNM. Probably hit up a draft here too. My name's Brian. You can of course find me streaming live here on Twitch at MTG2020. You can find the VODs posted the next day over on my YouTube at MTG2020, and of course you can find me on Twitter. We are going to get right into it. Today is a very interesting FNM. It is Treasure Singleton. So basically, stipulation. You bring a Singleton deck, standard Singleton to be specific, and then you get a treasure token every single turn. So you're kind of looking at something that is similar to Hearthstone in its own way, with what they're trying to do here. So we're going to take this terrible little deck that I made here. We decided to go 5 colors because we have all the various dual lands to work with here. But just big dumb spells. Plenty of ramp. We'll see how this goes. It's so weird to think of Dream Devourer as a ramp card, but it totally is. Mainly we're just trying to get, like, early Ugins. I mean, that's pretty much all you need, right? I mean, this hand seems fine. Wrong pathway here, but we'll deal. We're still gonna get our Gilded Goose on turn 1 regardless. See what our opponent decides to do with this. Hey, Angel Pie, how's it going? Isn't it past your bedtime? See what our opponent does. Oh, our opponent is playing Mutate. Okay. Interesting choice there. Ah, the Namasam. Okay, do we want to end up using one? Yeah. Gonna need red. Play the ring. Gonna say, and probably playing Animal Crossing while you're waiting. Oh no. We're being chittered. It doesn't have flying. Unfortunately, our goose is cooked. We might have to just Blood Chief's Thirst this. Animal Crossing will come eventually. Not quite good enough. Binding, though. That seems fine. How many hours on Animal Crossing? Last time I checked in with you on that, it was like, what, over 600? So I'm guessing 750 hours, 800 hours, some crazy amount of hours on Animal Crossing. $710 hours. Oh boy. I just don't even know. I just don't even. This is true. I did tell you to get Animal Crossing. I didn't think it was going to go like that, though. For somebody that was a non-gamer beforehand. Yeah. It's okay, these things happen. Oh, he got his spider back. Oh, we are so close. We will be able to Genesis Ultimatum, which is really nice. Let's do it. Okay, that is a lot of land, unfortunately. Yeah, I won't do anything. No, let's just play this land. I guess we're gonna hold on to the other. I guess we can Mythos something. Mythos something, make a blocker. Kill a creature. Feel pretty good getting the Sharknado down. Ooh. That, we have to do that in response. We can't let him do that. He was coming for my sharks. He can't have my sharks. Unless he wants to use all of his treasure. Yep, he's gonna do it. That's disappointing. On the plus side, our opponent is pretty much out of things, though. Get rid of the Gem Razor, or should we take the Gem Razor? We could take the Gem Razor. Sure. Now the question is, Angel Pie, did you end up getting that surface or not today? That's what I want to know, is did you get that surface? Aw, sad days. But you've needed a new computer. It's like going on, what, 8 years? It's time. It's time. It'll be a whole new world. Do I take his white source? Yes, let's... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Only if you start one to earn me a PS5. It's only fair. She says this not even knowing what one really is. What side of this is better? I think we're gonna go backside. It's okay, it's okay. In a couple weeks, you know, you'll get that stimmy money in, and stimulus round 3. Oh no. Oh no. It's not Ugin.
And you will grow lost to history.
Okay, okay. Ugin, that is not very nice.
Silence.
We need to find an answer here real fast. Maybe find our own Ugin? Maybe? Otherwise, that is just gonna end us. Alright, we missed once. That's not Ugin at all. Man, it was all fun and games until they found a Ugin.
I will destroy if I must.
Okay, okay, that's a real good answer. Start gaining some life back here. Heck yeah. At this point, it's just like bombs or bust. Which is fun at times, but you know. Ooh. That thing's big. That's gonna hit me in the face for a lot. That's pretty good. Oh wait. We gotta redo this. 5 life there, 5 damage there. Alrighty. Make us an angel token. Play Brontodon. We have literal infinite mana right now. Just want to draw some more ultimatums. And plus side, this thing doesn't have reach. Okay. Now the question is, I know you were also making those mooncakes earlier. How'd those turn out? Have you eaten one yet? And I totally expect you to save me one. Please and thank you. It is so very close to Chinese New Year. Ooh, we got a cobra. It's a snack. Yeah, we can keep this in. So we gotta go turn 1 snack and hope he doesn't kill it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It's okay, because, well, we still do get to go turn 1 snack. So like the singleton format with getting a coin basically incentivizes you to play really, really impactful 2-drops. So no matter what you do turn 1, you get something really good. That would make sense. I mean, you want the cakey outside to be nice and saturated. Be extra good. Could just wipe the board, but then I'd get rid of my snack. Yeah, we gotta wait. Hope the snake doesn't get killed. I want to get this down on time. opponent really playing mono black singleton? This is kind of weird. Land 4 days. Sure, we'll take white now. Release the Kraken. I wouldn't mind taking your Luris. Wouldn't mind it one bit. Or I'm just gonna wipe the board. That works too. Alrighty, Skyclave. We can always tap that, or kick that, and get several. Oh, and it makes it so his tokens can't even do anything. I love it. Oh, man, I love it. Actually, we're gonna hold off on that. Oh no. Opponent has access to 6 mana and mono black. What's the worst that could happen? Like a Massacre Worm, which wouldn't do much of anything. I'm not too worried about this. This is weird. It's a giant Wrath that then lets you scry and then maybe lets you draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Like, you have to have a lot of mana to really make this work. Odd design space. Aghanemes, okay, okay. Joke's on you. Everything's getting wrathed. Because of the fact that everything's getting wrathed, we're gonna take the Luris and replay a land? Or do we just take a land? We'll take the Luris. It's only cast. Never mind. Doesn't make any sense to foretell the Blood Chiefs. I think we're pretty golden, though, as my opponent plays a Nugan. That'd make me pretty sad. Okay, well, I'm glad I foretold this. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. I'll gladly take that. Well, sorry, Kraken. You have to die for the greater good. Next turn, we're sitting pretty. Man, Inspired Ultimatum would be so much better if it was an instant. Like, it's by far... yeah, we'll discard that. It's by far probably the worst of the ultimatums. I don't know, the Sultai ultimatum's not great either. At least the worst of the new ultimatums. Sultai one's not great, but it has combo potential. Whereas this one is just like, you have to cast at sorcery speed. It's not really abusable. Man, we're just drawing a million land. That's a pretty good draw. See if our opponent got anything here. Okay. I mean, technically that's something.
Got a good head on those shoulders. You cannot run or hide.
Alrighty, that gets us to our 2 wins that we need for that for the day. Run it back for one more game here, and then head over to a draft. Ooh, Fabled Passage. That's always useful. We don't want to play anything here on 4. So we're going to be looking at a turn 4 ultimatum, most likely. Or we could just Binding next turn. That works too if they actually play a threat. Oh, World Tree. That's spicy. I need something that will destroy that. So that's like too much spice for me to deal with, I think. We'll find out. I'm gonna hold off on that. Wildborn, okay. Well, thankfully we have plenty of things to get rid of it. This World Tree does concern me a little, though. And they definitely are playing God Tribal. Okay. Good to know. Oh no, it's the squirrel. 165, okay. Yeah, that's not anywhere near high enough. You know, normal temp. Okay, okay. Yeah, these things happen. Very cute. So very cute. Lead off on this, I guess? No. Let's egg it up. I mean, hell, it's a blocker. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Other way. Heck, he played the mammoth on me. I don't know how I feel about that. All I know is the squirrel drawn cards is going to be an issue in the long run. Dang, all those death touch creatures. Huh. So I think we make an angel, which is fine. And we don't have enough for the Garrick. Okay, so that's whenever, it's not just when it comes into the field. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so we probably lost this one. I could battle... Oh no. The mammoth keeps fighting. Hey Chris, how's it going? Alrighty, so we can semi-sweep, but that won't do quite enough. It'll shut down... no, it even won't shut down the Nylea, unfortunately. But, gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, so we go that way. We do have enough for the Garrick. So we could kill off this Thorn Mammoth. Or we could just Blood Chiefs. All I know is this will shut down the Nylea, but it's only going to be temporary. And we're pretty much dead anyway. Not that it matters. GG, opponent. Alright, so that's this week's FNM. It's kind of weird, kind of Hearthstone-y. As you can see, just ramping into big things is kind of the name of the game with that one. We are going to run it over into a Kaldheim draft, because that's where the real fun is right now. Kaldheim has been incredibly fun to draft. I've definitely been enjoying the blue-green archetype just as well as anything else, but black-white is pretty darn solid too. I don't know, I'm such a fan of changelings and limited. There's so much you can do with it, and then if you get a bomb like World Tree, which is just a ton of fun being able to pull all the changelings out of your deck. Okay, let's change this layout really quick. Oh, of course, Battle in Frost and Fire shows up the second I start talking bad about it. You know, in draft, this could be really good, though. So one-hit changelings, if we go straight up, I mean, it's basically a Wrath. There are going to be a lot of changelings running around, though, but if we do giant changeling, I think it's fine. It's a little bit slower deck, the blue-red deck, but we can try and force it. Definitely has some payouts. Get some of the best draw spells in the colors available. Red has a ton of removal. Speaking of, Demon Bolt is really good. Poison the Cup is also very good. Starnheim's not as great, but we got some good red here. Icebind Pillar is super solid, but I think we're just going to go with the Demon Bolt. Take away the best red card in the pack, so hopefully people won't think that red is completely open. This pack is not great for us. Not a ton of things going on. Fearless Pup if we were going low to the ground, but we're not. I mean, there's not really much going on for any of the colors, honestly. Coal is okay, but you have to be very, very heavy on the equipment. Gold Maw Champion's probably the best card in this pack. So yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the one blue card to show that we're cutting off blue. In this case, we got a giant. We got two giants. This giant is actually really good if you can get the snow package going, which we might try for. Undersea, good chance they'll come back. I don't like to run more than one of these in a deck because they're only okay. The mob's not bad. And we got a snow-covered island that might come back, so we'll definitely take the Bird Strider here. Just a very good tempo play. Giants are a weird deck because you're cut somewhere in the middle of tempo / other. Since everything costs so much, but it's like a lot of the stuff wants you to either bounce it or find ways to win in combat. I don't know, it's odd. If you can get the legendary blue-red giant that makes it so all your damage that does over draws your cards, that one's always very good. Yeah, giants are kind of weird as a tribe in this set. Not quite as... So, tribe order for me in this set. I definitely think changelings are the best. I think the support there is really, really awesome. After changelings, probably go elves. After that, it starts to become kind of a toss-up for me. Giants, I'd probably put after that, or angels. Demons / berserkers, I kind of put down toward the bottom. It just totally depends on what you get. Like, the angels and the demons, it totally depends on what you get. But overall, the tribal support's not great for them. And the problem is the best colors to find changelings, which are going to be everything, is, of course, blue and red. Squash is pretty darn good. Just love that big old finger. Giving him the finger. Yeah, so we're going to try and do our best to make this a one-sided board wipe. Because so much of the stuff in the limited environment doesn't have more than 4 toughness. So much of it just dies. Okay. Doomscar is pretty darn good. Bind the Monster is really good blue removal as far as blue removal goes. It's just very efficient. But we are definitely going with the Giants. So far, forcing Giants is working out for us. It's not overly exciting, but we got some good removal. This case, since another Undersea Invader will probably come along later, probably want to grab the snow-covered. Axe Guard is good, but it's not in our colors. Vault Robber, never really play that card. It's just not good. Score and Effigy is good in the right deck. If you're... It's good in the right deck. That's all I'm going to say. The black-white deck is usually the best for that, but it's not a great card overall. That's what we want to see. 4/4 for 4 is just fine here. And heck, it's giant, so we're happy. Pilfering Hawk is pretty good. But we got another snow-covered. I think we want to go with the Hawk for this time. Do we want another giant, or do we want to run ashore? Run ashore, we're very likely to get more of later. As you can see, the problem with the giants, our mana curve is going to be real high. So that's why we need to make sure we're getting somewhat cheap removal for the most part to take care of those early things. Couple good early blockers. Might take the Vault Robber just as a blocker, honestly. So we're not really in the game for the pup. Helm doesn't really do anything. Yet again, Gold Mob was probably the best card out of that pack, but just shows you how weak that pack was. And our invader has come back. Do we want to... Nah, we don't want to ship. And nothing really else to take here. Probably won't end up playing this. This card is very kind of iffy. Vehicles in the set overall aren't really that great. But then again, vehicles haven't been good since Kaladesh. And they learned their lesson early with Smuggler's Copter. Oh boy, did they learn their lesson. Alrighty, what do we have here? Well, nothing too exciting for what we have going on, but Mistwalker is nice. It has a lot of toughness, and it's a flyer, so we can get a little bit of a blocker there, and it's a giant. So I think we're perfectly happy taking that on the 3-drop. Firewalker's not terrible. Definitely better than the more aggressive deck, the black-red deck. We might get another one of these eventually coming around. There's an argument for taking the Bind the Monster, but I think I want the creature for the time being. Alrighty. Yet again, whole lot of not much going on here. Just take the rare to take the rare. And the mob is okay. Yeah, I think we're just rare drafting. So we don't really care about any of these. I mean, it's going to be hard pressed for us to find any of these to actually play in the deck. The Miss is okay, but... well, things have started not lining up very well for us this second pack. We'll go with the Yeti. Yeah, we got another Doom Scar, that's just fine. Or we can take the Cinderheart. There's a good chance Cinderheart will come back to us. Behold the Multiverse is also the other very good one here. Ooh, that's hard. I think we need to take the Behold. Just because card draws at a premium here, and it's one of the better ones that you're going to find. More Bind the Monsters. Still tempting, but I think I want the Snow Covered. I tend to value the snow-covered lands a little bit higher than you probably should, but that's just me. It just depends. So I have the Yeti and I have the Hawk so far that are going to be dealing with snow-covered. And I want 2, preferably 3 sources. This Frost Augur we're not going to play. Alrighty, do we want a Yeti? Do we want Cavalry? Cavalry is actually really good because haste is decent here. Or do we want reinforcements? Reinforcements is decent too. I think I want the dude that grants haste though. Blood Sky Massacre. It's fun, but no good for us. Yeah, we're actually going to take the Cavalry. It's an early blocker too. But it's going to give some of our big boys that haste. Here's what I want to see. I love, love, love Kinseekers. This is one of my favorite commons from the set. It does so much, especially when you have any number of changelings going on. Path to the World Tree is probably actually my #1 favorite card from this set for draft. Just because I like making these big 5-color dumb decks. Alrighty. Nothing really that we want to play here. Yeah, Path to the World Tree is just efficient. It fixes. Eventually, when you have nothing to do, it's just a great mana sink. Refills your hand, gives you a dude, gives you some life to stabilize. And if you're playing that bigger ramp kind of style deck, you want to stabilize anyway. Just helps you to go over the top. That, and it seems to be really, really important to get to 3 mana in this format, so it guarantees that you get to that 3rd mana. Oh man, my bit rate is jumping all over the place tonight. That's interesting. I think we're going to start taking multiple Bind the Monsters if we see them. We'll take a miss. It's kind of like a Bind the Monsters, kind of. It's early removal. That's what we need. Nothing for us here. This pickaxe is really interesting. It's one of my friends is playing it a bunch in EDH and really liking it. It's basically another Sword of the Animist. How did these get back? Okay, Doomscar, sure. Doomscar tells me that no one is on Giants but me, which I'm perfectly happy with. Just because it's a super solid card outside of Giants, too. And that's a late reinforcements, too. Better than your average red common. Alrighty, that's kind of what we were hoping for. So, Glimpse is some of the best card draw you can find. Basically, 3 mana to dig 6 and draw 2 if you're doing Giants. Oh, I do desperately need this, though. Rare draft, good card. Rare draft, good card. We're going to make the right choice here. I need one of these for my collection, but we're going to make the right choice. Alright, more card draw or more removal? I think in this instance we want the removal. Just because we get the maximum payout out of that. Ooh. 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 All 3 of these are real good. I think we're going to keep on the removal train, though. Just double checking. We could use a few more creatures. Bloodline Pretender is really good. Just trying to think to myself, what are the chances that either of these get back to me? Very, very little. Frostbite's definitely the worst for what we have going on. And I think... let's take the creature. We need the creature. So far, things are actually looking pretty darn good. We have some decent removal. We have good card draw. Okay. Okay. Sure. Actual hard choice. We already have 2 Mistwalkers, so let's go for a second Behold. Behold is just so good. Being able to set that up on turn 2, because we're almost never going to have turn 2 plays. So just reliably being able to set that up turn 2 for anytime turn 3 or later. It's real good. It reminds me of the blue card draw spell from Kaladesh that I'm totally blanking on the name. Something ether. I forget. It was scry 2, draw 2, gain 2 energy, and it was just a great card. And having this card back actually kind of makes me... Oh, buddy. Okay. Okay, things are looking pretty good here. Don't need another Doomscar. Wouldn't mind another Kinseeker. Are we even going to play those other 2 snow-covered things? I don't think we are at this point. So I'm not going to worry about the Yeti. Yeti's okay, but it's not going to do enough. We have better things to do. And this pretty much guarantees that we're on the only giant plan, so our pseudo-wrath won't really hurt us. I do like Seize the Spoils. That's a fun card. Question is, do I like it better than a Bind the Monsters? Nothing we really want here. That could be okay. Having 1 combat trick. I mean, technically we have more with the removal, but... Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Do we go for a 4th Squash? Or do we go for the Frostbite? That's only ever going to really do 2. It's better on the curve, though. This deck is turning out to be very interesting. We'll watch it end up going like 0-3. Like, the one main thing I'm missing here, I don't have a ton in the way of bombs. Just have a lot of solid cards kind of through, which sometimes is better, if I'm being honest. But then again, there are certain bombs in this set that are just impossible to deal with, like the Cosmos Serpent. Oh wow, okay. People are not respecting the Doomscar. No respect. Yeah, we don't even need this planning in this deck. Not with what we got going on. Reinforcements could be okay. Cinderheart's fun. I don't know if we really have a place for it. I'm gonna say we probably don't, with what we have going on here. Already need to make 2 cuts. Only have 12 creatures, so that's going to be a thing. I really don't want to cut any more creatures. Let's go ahead and cut a bind. Zero reason to have the snow stuff in here, but what the heck. No, that's not true. We got a Berg. Okay. I think this seems okay for a first draft. We'll see how this goes. Forcing giants from the get-go. Probably a bad idea, but, you know. We have a ton of removal. We'll see what happens. I'm being hopeful. I'm being hopeful. I'm dreaming of mooncakes. You know, just how you do this time of year. Oh, no, Angel Pie, you would totally know. Are they doing something Chinese New Year related in Animal Crossing? I'm assuming they are. Oh, I was saying that I want to eat them. All the mooncakes. But are they... Do you know if they're doing anything Chinese New Year's related in Animal Crossing this year? The good old V-Day Festival. What that is? Yeah, no clue. Let's set up the cavalry. Ideally, we're having this Hulk come in. Yeah, that's fine. Still gonna give our stuff haste. See if he has the +2/+0 instant. Nope, he doesn't. So let's double cast, get a counter on your thing. Oh, that's okay. Let that one die. We'll keep that one. That way, if he attacks, I can at least block. See, I'm just looking forward to the Mario stuff coming in. I think they said it was going to be March when all the Mario stuff comes in Animal Crossing this time around. Who knows? I might go back to your island. Pick up the stacks and stacks and stacks that you have for me. I'm afraid if I start playing it again, like on a regular basis, then, you know, 710 hours later, I don't trust myself. Okay, we got another Hulk smash. That's happy. Can't block alone, but that's fine. Get to squash something. think he actually wants land. So we're going to go ahead and squash this Horizon Seeker. Then next turn, probably Doomscar. Yeah, he definitely wanted land. Probably has a serpent in his hand or something. Or, sorry, a worm. One of the 6/6s. Doesn't... I don't think he realized that this can't block alone. Okay. I think we'll just pass. Let him develop the board a little bit more. Unfortunately, this Infernal Pet is going to be a little bit big. Ooh, that's a card. Okay, so that puts us on a real clock. A very real clock. No, this is going to put him on the clock. Perfect. Could not have drawn that up any better. GG opponent. Sometimes when you're looking for a specific card, it pays to have 3 of them. This hand's a little bit slow, but we'll try and make it work. Glimpse is so good for us. Another question is, do we be mana efficient or do we play the Miststalker? So Miststalker is being mana efficient. Behold, I think the Miststalker is the best bet at us finding what we need next turn, because we can flash this back. Glimpse is such a good card. Okay. Packmate's real good. Thankfully we can block. We'll take this because we want to get to land. Thankfully, we can block really efficiently. And we'd rather set up for a 2 or 3 for 1 anyway. And hold on to this squash. Alrighty, how greedy do we want to get? Let's set this up. So we're going to set up for this coming down and having its third one get us some good stuff here. This third verse, if we can depart and behold in the same turn, plus probably something else, we can make this Mistwalker or some other creature real big. I think I'm okay with squashing this Seeker and seeing what happens. So even if he pumps it with the +4/+4, it still dies. If he counterspells it or Snakeskins, that's another thing, but then we know. And then we know we're good to battle the next turn. Worst comes to worst, too, we could depart the realms. Really don't want to yet, but, you know, we could. I'll call his bluff. Force him to use a spell. We're still going to be patient because I really want to get more than a 2 for 1 out of this battle. 3 would be ideal. 4 would be amazing. Yep, we'll take that. We have plenty of life to play around with. There we go. There's our opening. That's all we could have ever asked for. Let's see if he has a Depart the Realm or not. That'd be the one thing that might get us here, but we'll find out. Feels good. Feels real good. Next turn, we're going to do multiple spells. Oh, yeah, we're setting up for a really good next turn. Okay, that's a little bit frightening. Oh yeah, I keep thinking this is the +1/+1 counter one, which it is totally not. Do we depart and force him to take a whole nother turn? Yeah, we do. I know he's gonna gain the 4 life back anyway, but it's basically a time walk. Bottom, top? Yeah, that's fine. This thing's eventually gonna get huge. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's a thing that's happening. It's kind of hilarious. It's kind of really hilarious that he's just given that back to me, but you know, we'll take it. We'll gladly, gladly take it. Doomscar. Okay. That's pretty good. So he's going to have some big honking dudes here we're going to have to deal with eventually, but not at the moment. What is this? Raven form, okay. Okay, so we have a decent blocker for that. We can try and ambush this worm. Yeah, we'll try and set up the ambush for the worm and just scry for now. Or we can ambush the summoner too. If we ambush the worm though, nothing of ours dies. Or at least we assume nothing dies. Now I get a real good attack. Oh, another one. Okay. So much for that juicy attack. And we might as well attack through, so we can kill it still. Hold back the Mistwalker. He knows we have the battle in hand, so I don't know why he would block. Oh, he's doing it. I mean, these are the kind of trades that I'm willing to make at this point. Kinda sucks that I have to block with the Mistwalker here. If I don't, I just die to a random pump spell. Ew. That's real gross. That is real gross. Sure, that'll be good for next turn. So we can definitely see a path through this madness. It's just going to be hard. We are going to be able to Demon Bolt this Mistwalker. And play the Doomscar or the Battle. Probably Doomscar. So we have to attempt to kill our opponent here. Tempted to go minimal blocks so I can attempt to kill them. So he's going to attack with 7/7 and the 9/9, probably both. And leave back the Mistwalker. If that's the case, I block with the 3/5s. Oh, interesting. Okay. So what happens here if we triple block? I think this is actually fine still. So we attack in with the Doomscar, force him to block, kill that. Man, there's nothing really great here. I think we just have to establish this on board. Fortunately, we don't really get any benefit out of it. What happens if we attack all in? Blocks there, he doesn't die, and then he kills me on the backswing. There and trade that? Nah. This way we can double block the 7/7 and then bolt the flyer. Or just bolt the flyer. Yeah, the Frozen Inspired playing field is really pretty darn good here. I mean, they won't say it's Frozen Inspired, of course, but, like, it is very, very Frozen-tastic. Oh, that was a bad draw. Well, opponent, you could have just had us, like, dead there. Hey, should have just attacked with Vamp, too. Oh no, the bind... Oh, of course. That's very unfortunate. The bind doesn't do anything here. Nothing makes me want to build a snowman, if I'm being honest here. Take 5 and take our honorable seppuku. It does kind of make me want to ride a bike around the hall, though. I mean, I will say that. I mean, I feel it's kind of overdue. Angel Pie, why? Why? Why you gotta make me go down this road? This hand is awkward. Basically, you're forced to draw into red mana. Yeah, sure. That last game was good. It was close. Our opponent just drew a little bit better than we did. Forced draw into red mana. Wow. Forced draw into blue mana is what I meant. My brain, it don't work. Oh, such happy little Bob Ross lands. Such a happy little Bob Ross land. Alright, opponent, this time don't have the one random thing that counters our deck, and that's more giants. Who would have guessed that our opponent was playing the giant deck? And I think that's the first time in, like, 10 drafts that I've seen that giant happen. It is not a common sight. Wish we had gotten one, but, you know, doesn't always work that way. As I said, I've never seen that thing. The giant cyclonic rift. Which is hilarious. Alrighty. So, these things are going to become huge. I think I'm going to hold this squash and this mist. Just because I don't want him randomly killing my thing. Block here. See what happens. Please work? Please. Thank you. No chapter 3. Which makes me happy. I really like this card. Generally, you only have like max 2 or 3 shapeshifters out when it happens, but it's good. No, actually, if anything, this music, it definitely makes me want to go play Assassin's Creed. Because Valhalla has some very similar music. Very good game. Okay. You want to play this for no value? Nah. No, we have to, because we need to actually be able to block. That's unfortunate. That removal, though. Okay. I don't know what you're saying oops to, buddy. I know we're going to have a hard time coming back from being down 21-8, but we're going to try and attempt to race them. Hopefully they'll, you know, draw land or something. Doomscar. Okay. Play him out for full price? Sure. Got nothing better to do. So we're hoping to fade removal for a turn or two from him. Him, her, them. Whoever they are. Apparently they're a gargantuan turtle. Oh, man, your 5/5s are outclassing my 4/4s. It's not cool, dude. It's not cool. Sure. We'll take that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Elves are not supposed to be bigger than giants, let's be honest here. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay. You got nothing out of that. I'm fine with that. These things are all going to get huge the next turn. Oh, crap. Well, we're in trouble. Saga was a very, very good draw. His whole team is going to get real scary real fast. Not really the giant we wanted to draw there. I think we have to look for removal. Ooh, okay. That doesn't do it. That just does not do it. That's unfortunate. Yet again, normally, like, this would be a really good one-sided board wipe, but things are just slightly too big, and they're all ironically giants. Go figure. Changeling, really good for certain things, really not great for others. Okay. Our opponent is acting like they want to kill us. I don't even. Is not very nice of him. Probably his pump spell or something for that last card anyway. Not that it's going to matter much. Yep. GG, opponent. Alright, so far, this deck, while it looked really promising to start, it has not been working out so well. We are 1-2. True, one of those games was really, really close. That last game, I wouldn't really call it close. Our opponent, once he got the 5/5s established, everything was just slightly too big for us. And it looks like we have another blue-green deck, which, as I said, blue-green is probably my favorite color combination here, just because the changelings are so good in just about anything. Ooh, that's fun. Fun, fun, fun. I think we're just gonna bind it, because that's a problematic card. So it looks like our opponent's on kind of the more ramp style deck, which is personally my favorite place to be in this, playing real big dumb things. Turn after turn. We definitely want giants. Ideally, we want to get this Pretender up to like a 5/5 or so, and then I'll feel pretty good about it. Oh, come on, opponent. Don't play giants. That's not nice. It's not nice at all. Thankfully, we have a very good answer. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. Well, couldn't have asked for much more there. Alright, I'd say this one's pretty much in the bag at this point. Especially if we draw land here for this Doomscar. Ask and ye shall receive. See, now, why can't the deck play like that every time? Get a little bit of tempo, get a little bit of removal. Just cast creatures that are very synergistic. Alright, now let's play against like black-white or black-red. So I think that's where the deck would really shine. Something that doesn't have opposing giants, please. Or like only one or two. Please and thank you. Come on, white-black. Let's play against angels. I mean, they have to be playing red in some form, right? Their name is Red for Life. So I'm pretty sure they try and force mono red every time they can. I mean, with the name like that, you pretty much have to, right? Turns out they only ever play mono blue. And green cards. Yep. I mean, green is the best color in this format by far. It's like not even close. White, I would say, is probably the weakest. Okay, green-black, so it could be elves that we're going up. Very good chance it could be elves. There's probably a third color in there, though. Oh, wow, they didn't find a land. Okay. Good luck, friend. We need at least one land, do we? Nah. Let's be greedy. Now I just feel bad for my opponent. Because they're getting got by the Shuffler. And that's never fun. Okay. Found a third color. Yeah, unfortunately for our opponent, I think they're just dead here. If they play two small things, I just get rid of it this way. Oh, he's playing a giant, that's fine. This is not quite dead, but close enough. Okay, we're on our comeback train, having a little bit better luck here. So, of course, since we played last week, Limited Ladder has reset. We are back down in gold for the time being. We were up to Diamond right before the reset. So nothing too high. This is really suspect. This hand is extremely suspect. This hand is not much better, but at least we have land here. God, I love the art on this card. It is so dumb. I mean, look at that. Riding the goat. Explosion, action movie explosion in the background. So good. Man, my, like, one creature that dies to battle. know why I'm even playing this. It's so bad. It just dies. Or it just sits here and blocks this, I guess. Or eats a removal spell. I'm fine with that, too. Okay, so this is the red-black matchup we were asking for. It's the matchup where we're going to be really happy to have Battle of Frost and Fire. Okay. Eating removal, he's going to boast most likely. Or play 3-drop. Okay. Should I just get in there? Yeah, what the hell? We're technically winning the damage race at this moment. It's gonna force him to either deal with this or attempt to expand his board state, which we're perfectly happy with. And it sets up something for a squash. Okay, okay. That's terrifying. Kind of wishing in the long run we'd ended up taking one of those, but you know, can't have them all. Except for it is exiled now, so never mind. Super happy about that. What do I have to worry about being foretold in red? There is some removal, I guess. And there's removal in black, too. Yep, nothing I can do about that. Ooh. Always forget about that card. That card's spooky. Thankfully we have a good answer. But it is real spooky. Fortunately, I'm still going to be taking the 2. Okay, getting rid of a mob. Alright, we're on a 7-turn clock. Oh, and he has to control Giant. Okay. Then we're happy about that. Yeah, sure. He did that before we could glimpse. That makes me a little sad. Okay, now play something else. Just one more thing, please, please. Perfect. You've activated my trap card. Oh, jeez. Well, thankfully we have answers. Man, this is us just, like, not drawing anything for a couple turns. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do it that way. Let him go to his trigger first. That's going to return something. Technically, this lets us draw something. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with this. Bind, we play the land, we foretell. We don't have to discard a card this way. Sets us up, we have to find an answer for the 6/6 that's probably coming back at us, but, you know. Do they have haste? Yeah, and it gets haste. And +1/+1, okay. That's decent, we can block and cast that. We won't have enough mana for the invader, sadly. It's a creature. How many cards do we have total? 18? We can do better than that. And apparently we can't. Okay. Yeah, get your big dude. That we won't be able to kill. Oh, you're going with the Quakebringer. Okay. That's actually much better for us. We can make our dude survive. Yeah. That was a mistake, opponent. Should have gotten back to God. In that case, we really don't mind 2 for 1-ing. Yeah, so if he'd gotten back to Egon, I wouldn't have been able to actually kill it. So that was definitely a mistake on his part. That's a clock, unfortunately, but that's okay. This invader's gonna give us a pretty good clock too. He's gonna be able to trigger this 3 times next turn. Man, that's painful. We'll lose 3 life for now. Goblin. He can trigger this 3 times. But he'd actually have to cast. Sacrifice a non-land permanent ore, so I can take one of these triggers and sack the other 2, and then he won't be able to cast anything. So I think my opponent's dead. I think. I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and lose 3. Unless he has some random direct damage also. Okay, yeah, no, he's going for it. So we've got this. GG, opponent. That was mighty close. Alright, so we're definitely having some closer calls than I'd like today, but, you know. We do have the inferior tribe. Anything is inferior to changelings. But, you know, it's fun. That's all that matters, right? We have fun playing the deck. Shacklegeist. Okay. I don't think there are any changes I want to make here. Oh shoot, we do have the Cinderheart. I totally forgot that we ended up drafting one of those. Do I want that for something else? Get rid of this Axe Guard, maybe? Yeah. No, what'd I put in? What'd I do? Okay, so we're really close to breaking even, at least. That is always the goal with draft, is you want to break even. You want to attempt to go infinite. Because you're, you know, opening a few rares, hopefully. A couple mythics. Yeah, sure. We get to Glimpse into Mistwalker into Glimpse again. And we have Battle if they go wide. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. What? We got more giants? Really? Okay. Today's just constant giant mirror match. Yeah, man, if we could have gotten one of him, that'd be so good. Oh, and he got the Invasions, too. Okay. Invasion's okay. It's not my favorite card in the world. It's like weird conditional ramp. Okay. Do we Cosmos and Behold? Or do we just play out the Kinseeker? I think I'm okay just playing out the Kinseeker. Yeah, let's lead off on the Cosmos, see what we get. If we end up getting a smash, Bloodline's pretty good too. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even thinking about Chapter 2 there. That's my bad. Oops. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't even target. It's only Planeswalker or opponent. Okay, that card is so much worse than I thought it was. Perfect. Squash is exactly what we want. If we just draw multiple of those, we'll be super happy. So we have to have them to keep down his invaders. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm extremely confused by why he did that. But, you know, we'll take it. I think my opponent's extremely confused by why they did that also. Like, that was a huge punt. We'll take it, but that was a huge punt. Alright, so by virtue of our opponent's punt, we are now up on the draft. Perfectly happy with that. Yep, everything about this seems fine. Assuming we can get the Bloodline Pretender to stick around. Having a 2-mana squash is just really good. You know? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Normally I wouldn't care about that thing, but I'm perfectly happy keeping him off a little bit of mana. And only taking 1 damage to do so. Okay, so Bloodline Pretender is actually going to stick, which is really good for us. Unless he decides to randomly bounce it. But it doesn't look like he's playing... I guess he could put a +1/+1 counter on his dude and fight. But that seems like a waste. But, you know, up to him. Bo, what be Elven? I think we establish here and just attack in. Yeah, he's gonna fight. I knew it. If worst comes to worst, we can always squash this token. Don't really want to, but it's an option. See, that's the problem with playing the... So, like, the APAC lands, they're absolutely beautiful. I have a couple in real life. They're great, but when you have to, like, put them next to the new stuff, it's just... not so much. Man, we might have to squash this token. Yeah, let's do it while he doesn't have mana. And that thing costs 3 to equip, so it'll be pretty much his whole turn. And then next turn, if he attacks and he doesn't have any creatures back, he's just dead. Or not. That works too. Still getting the attack in, though. If I draw one more land, I'm really happy with this Cinderheart. Yeah, this has been... I don't know. I would say this has probably been one of the better draft formats, at least for a standard set, in a long time. I'm trying to think of the last time I had this much fun with draft. And it has been quite a while. We don't get to merc both, so just play this sad boy. Definitely now at the point where I really want the battle. Really enjoyed War of the Spark draft. That was a fun draft environment, but then again, that was very swingy. So it just depends. Did the planeswalkers that you opened up, did they have a big effect? Did you get like a Sarkin or something like that that's going to end a game on its own, or did you not? But yeah, I really enjoyed that set. Ooh, we got another Lantern. That's painful. He has a lot of mana. That's like an actual problem. Okay. Lose 3 life. Let's see if that incentivizes him to attack. Did not incentivize. Okay. Interesting. He doesn't get to use the Lantern another turn, or another time this turn, which I'm perfectly happy with. I'm gonna have to play out this Kinseeker to block. That's fine. Scry us hopefully into something good. Doomscar is just fine. Okay. This is gonna be really tight. But I think we have this, maybe, possibly. Okay, so we're gonna lose 3 life, because he has to use all of his mana for the turn if he really wants to do this. And I'm okay with losing 2 creatures, because I'm gonna have 2 lethal creatures next turn. It's like the exact same situation as last time. Okay. So he's only gonna get 1 more activation, that's fine. Thing is, all 3 of my creatures are going to be lethal. I mean, heck, all 4 I can get rid of this Cinderheart. Which actually, yeah, I'll get rid of the Cinderheart. The 2/4 won't be lethal. Yeah, this Doomscar is perfect. And that won't do it. GG, opponent. If worst came to worst there too, I could have always sacrificed the enchantment I had on his creature. That untapping wouldn't have been the end of the world for me. So basically, I could have sacked that. I could have sacked the 2/4 and still be fine. Oh man, we got another mastery. Okay, so we have 1 more game here. Win or lose, we'll know how this draft went. Personally, I'm happy because we are positive on the draft regardless, but let's see if we can get to 7-2. 6-3, I'll take any day. But 7-2, considering we started off 1-2, I wouldn't mind running it back like that. Alright, this is a good sign. It's a good hand. We're just missing a creature, but we'll find one soon enough with all the card draw. Perfect. Blue-red, so they might be on Giants again, randomly. Okay, so I'm happy with him using a turn for that. I think we want to draw a card here because we need land. We need to guarantee we get to 5. Because if he uses all of his mana to just make 2/1s, I don't mind being hit for a couple of turns, so we just clean it all up. We get to play out a blocker next turn to slow things down a little bit. Yep. Man, this card, if these were like tapped and attacking, would be a little bit crazy. And we found our other mana. Cool. So if our opponent just wants to use another turn to do this exact same thing, we're perfectly happy with this. I mean, technically it's only a 1-for-1 still, but they've used multiple turns to develop this position. Even better. Even better. They're looking for a land. Okay. Yeah, I will gladly clean up this board state. Do I go one deeper? Let's go slightly deeper. Let's get greedy. I'm gonna say giant. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna keep up the bolt just in case. Perfect. Kinda hate seeing the other one go away, but you know, not the end of the world. Setting our opponent up here for a good 3-for-1. If he wants to attack with everything, I'll block one of the tokens and give him the incentive to make another dude. Okay. Yeah, I'll incentivize him to make another dude here. He might be thinking about trying to save it. Okay. This is fine. So he'll draw into a land and make a dude, probably. Hopefully. Because he's still looking for land pretty badly. Oh, wrong kind of land. Okay. Well, I feel like I need to stop putting this off. If he has a disdainful stroke, this hurts. Oh, literally the first one of those that I've seen played in this limited environment. Like, who plays that? Who actually plays disdainful stroke? I got. That is not a card that you need to play around right now. Like, limiteds, you know, in the past, like the last time that was in standard, yeah, you know, Ravnica, that was a good place for a disdainful stroke, but right now, not so much. Giant's Amulet. Okay. Huh. So that thing's big. So that's only as long as it's untapped. That's the one plus side here. Still very annoying for a targeted removal. Kind of digging that token. Look at the belly on that guy. Alrighty, opponent, what you got here? Coming in with everything. Okay. Let's lead off on the squash. See what happens. Watch us get disdainful stroked again. Okay. Perfectly fine taking 2 here. We are starting to get a little bit lower on the life total, but I'm not too worried about another lantern coming out of this deck. Man, that's multiple lanterns we fought against today. I mean, Tegrid is a good card. Very, very good card. High draft pick. But still, I mean... only see so many rares so many times. Okay. Alright, time to find something good. Neither of you. Okay, we're looking for another squash, hopefully. Doomscar is not the worst. Also not the best, but... Mistwalker is going to be an issue in the long run here. We unfortunately have to play super defensively. All it's going to take is one bit of disruption from my opponent, and I'm kind of in trouble. Yeah, this has been a weird one. This is the most, like, opposing Giants decks that I've faced off against for a while. Oh, boy. Okay. 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 That's a real card. It's definitely a real card. We don't just die to that happening. Okay, we gotta find something really good here. Depart is not terrible, and we can play the Mistwalker. Yeah, that's fine. That vaguely keeps us alive. Real sad about losing the other changeling. Really, really sad. So I was hoping to grow that Bloodline Pretender. Okay, that's fine. surprised he's not using the Giant's Amulet here. See if he tries to pump. Yeah, he should have used the Giant's Amulet before combat. He probably is a trick, though, so it doesn't really matter. Would be my guess. Disdainful Stroke that. Or just use the other counterspell, that works too. We've kind of been playing from behind this whole game. Well, that was a pretty bad mistake he just made there. I, don't think that gets us back into it, per se. But that was still a pretty bad mistake. Doomscar, gonna have to attack with both of those. Deal 2 damage to us with that. Plus whatever other shenanigans he has in hand. Well. We're trying to fight through the decks that actually have the good giants. I definitely do not have the good giants. Our friend, the Calamity Bearer. Okay. Wow, okay, cool. This gives us a chance. Or not. GG, opponent. I always forget that card can go face. You don't see that card very often either. It's kind of hilarious. Well, we learned a lesson here today. You can't win them all. But, you know, 6 and 3 is not terrible. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and open some booster packs really quick. We didn't go negative, so that's all that really matters. And we're going to get a wild card out of it, so I'm happy about that. Pyre. Pyre's going to be interesting. Not sure what format's going to break it, but some format will break it. It's definitely going to be a fun card in EDH2. My guess is Modern is probably where it's going to shine. Excellent. We'll always take more of those. Oh, and there's that land I didn't take earlier. Well, that is going to do it for today. Thanks once again for joining me. As per the usual, you can always find me here at MTG 2020, streaming live on Twitch. Mondays are Retro Gaming Madness, or Monday Retro Madness. I can't even remember my own names here. That's at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Not sure what I'm doing this Monday, but stay tuned, find out. Wednesdays, I am doing a playthrough of Ghosts of Tsushima. That game is awesome. It is basically Japanese Assassin's Creed, but better, so much better. and I'm really enjoying that. That's every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then of course some more Magic here at 7:30 p.m. Otherwise, yeah, I'll have this posted on the VODs over on YouTube at MTG 2020 tomorrow morning sometime, and that should do it. Thanks once again for joining me, and everyone have a great weekend. I will catch you on Monday. Peace out.